Welcome to the Be-Limitless podcast by Airtel Uganda. My name is Faizo Piper. I'll be your host today and forever, God willing. So this is a brand new project by Airtel Uganda about Airties and our very, very special guests in every region. We're going to be traveling to every region, but because Jinja is rated as one of the most beautiful places in the world, not just Uganda, but in the world, we thought it best to actually start right here in the heart of Uganda. And I do have a guest. I would like to introduce himself before I go on, please.
Yes, I am known by Aron Fiesta, but my botanical names, Chera Aron David. And of course, I've been in this city. I've grown up here. I've really enjoyed the life here.
Yeah.
And everything is just amazing, I should say, about that.
This is a handshake from Airtel and the team.
Thank you very much. But I thought it would be a handshake that is usually given out, by the main man. I thought
those ones go under the table. So after the podcast is done, you can just lift the table up. There might be something there. So I'd like to kick off today's engagement with just a small pop quiz, just two questions about Jinja, so that probably we and the people watching might, learn something new about Jinja.
Yep.
The first one is, has Jinja ever been the capital city of Uganda?
Yeah. It was actually not only the capital city, but the commercial city. Way back during the colonial times. It was Jinja, then after Jinja, Entebbe. So speaking about the cities that have been, Jinja, Entebbe, then Kampala. But Jinja was a commercial city.
How long is the Jinja Nile Bridge?
700 meters?
No, not 700. Guess two.
Guess two? I'm trying to equate.
You can just look at the bridge.
Yeah,
there.
I'm looking.
There's a bridge there.
Yeah.
And then just gauge and see. Because I don't think they're that far
Can I say
much off.
half a kilometer?
Anyway, let me make it simple. It's 525 meters long.
So
you are actually very close. Yeah. I would like to know, and the people watching, before radio, because I do understand you work on radio, before the name people know, which is Aron Fiesta, very nice name.
Yep.
When the mic is off, or before you were Aron Fiesta, who are you? Is this what you always wanted to be?
Before I was this, I was a hustler, I should say, because having not been into these well-to-do families, I had to look for a way of how I would make it.
Yeah.
And I love to be before radio. By the way, radio wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
But I'd really like to be one of the greatest DJs in the world. But I was down in Kampala. I was selling airtime, and it was worried.
Wow.
Before, that was around 2011, 2012. Before Airtel merged with Worried, that was the end of my journey. But I was in Kampala. Then I was also at campus at that time, but I was paying for myself.
Yeah.
So akasimbe wekagwao, I had to get my green Kavera
and come to Jinja.
back to Jinja.
And
I had to get back to Jinja.
But why Jinja? Is this like your family city, or you just chose Jinja because you knew you could break up?
No, I grew up in Jinja. That's what I can say. I was born, bred in Jinja. And I was like, maybe sometimes if things try to fail here, you would possibly have... It's not bad. If you be like, it has really stopped, or rather it's not going the way I expect it, you can run back.
Yeah.
And when you run back, you reset. You don't stop, but you reset.
Yeah.
Then come back. Chiba chikora. So I was like, that time I was depending on 700. Have you ever had 700 in your pockets and you'd be like, but I will have breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Now, but here there's fish.
Here there's fish. You're going to wake up. You have your fish. You have probably your 5K, and you would plan it.
Yeah.
But byali biganya buladi
Kampala,
mingi.
Kampala,
I can so kenchi. And I was like, let me just go back.
And then, how was your inception into radio? Like, did you do an interview? Or you just came, did a couple of MC gigs, and then, by the way, which radio station?
Smart FM. I work with Smart FM. It is the urban radio in Eastern region, if I am to talk about that. It's the only urban radio, local urban, I should say. So me getting there, it is not that I had qualifications to get there. I was DJing, and then like how you do something but you're not at content. You feel like I should get to another level.
Yeah.
So man, I just hit the manager's office. One time I was emceeing, I was DJing. That guy was the manager of NBS, Michael Mwanguzi. So I was like, man, let me go. I hit his office and I told him, I need a job.
Yeah.
I was like, you need a job? Can I go and do a voice test? We hit the studio. It was like, your voice is just good. But I didn't know I was supposed to speak on the microphone. All I thought, I was going to play music.
You thought you're going to be a DJ.
Yeah. DJing. Now, he calls me after 2 months. Come, start. I was like, damn, what are you throwing into me? Started playing music. And he's like, bro, you're supposed to talk. I'm like, what am I going to talk? What am I going to speak? I don't know anything that I'm going to speak.
Yeah.
Now, and he was like, bro, you need to have a script. I didn't know about a script. Now, it took me like 2 days to write a script.
Wow.
The next time I came, I was given a show of 4 hours. I said out the script in 30 minutes.
Wow.
It was done. But I was supposed to take this show for 4 hours. And I was given 2 weeks. If I don't prove I can work, I'll leave radio.
My God.
I hit YouTube that time, and then I was learning about how to be a better radio presenter, and that some of that I really taught myself. So during those times, I used to sit back, Google, go to YouTube, and have the basics. And after the basics, I literally had to practice them. And Freak Friday by then, yaliwo.
Yeah.
So I hit my Freak Friday, load my data, bitune bitambula.
Wow. So it's safe to say Jinja made the person you are today.
Yeah, Jinja indeed made me.
What would you say is the hardest thing about working on radio, working in the media, working in the public eye?
One of the hardest thing is adopting. Different places, different people have different tastes.
Yeah.
They have different cultures. They have different behaviors. One of the hardest working in media is in Bosoga we call it a pull him down, a PhD. We have that PhD. We have. In Bosoga we have a PhD, pull him down. Most of the people, unlike where I work, are not, they would be smiling. With you here, we can be smiling. We are like, okay, chakabi. But they would do ill, or rather they would have some illicit deals against you.
Yeah.
And then some of the people that we really try to work with are not that appreciative. Some of the people do not really mean their word. We can sit here and we agree that I'm going to work for you, but at the end of the month, we're going to kumpanga echa tugambe akakadi. Someone will literally use you to influence his place or to influence his business. Within 2 or 3 months, guy in Narabanga, the business is actually working out, and he feels he does not want you anymore.
Yeah.
But if you're determined, regardless of how you're doing it, either right or wrong, I'm a person who tells you, do it wrong, the right will get your way. Because if I do it wrong, along the way, someone who's right will tell me, go guy, chikora, chikora. But if you don't do it, how
does that energy affect the stories you tell on radio? Like, how does December feel like in Jinja?
I would like to bring it out that the energies in Jinja are different. Real picture now. Of course, we have amazing events. We've been having events, but Jinja has changed these years in that for people that have staged events, zibasazi. Jinja is a place, I would say, that you don't just come and command. Tweraga tulino olugezigezi. We are near the palace, the Chabazinga Palace.
Yeah.
So we live like kings and queens. Even when you come to our events, by the way. Making them, sometimes in Kampala, you'd be like, a guy steps on the stage and he's like, hey, make some noise, blah, blah. They'll be like, Oyo tumu ire sente daifaidi kwemba yembe. And gwali kubisendul.
You mean you can't just come on stage and tell people, stand up? What?
And one other thing, if they like you,
Yeah.
they'll pay for your event without asking.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, even when you put your event at a free cost, they will not come. And what I know about them, if you be like, maybe I'm staging up an event, they'll ask, Anya Tege, go in Faizo. Faizo yatu nizoyo. You're not going to go there.
You're not going to go there.
Or yatu niza, katuboneku. But you'd be like, hey, Aaron, guy to my man, let's go and support our own. Hey, let's go and support. But they are loving people. They are loving people. We make a place so hospitable to a point that when you come, you can enjoy Jinja. Yeah. Places are booming. We have the Babon, we have the clubhouse here, and everything is at the Nile. But one other thing that I interest people in, if you're coming to Jinja, do not say, I mark the exact place where you're going to. Eh?
Yeah.
If it is source of the Nile, let it be source of the Nile.
Not
do not
Nile
add
source,
resort. Do not add resort.
Yo. Every time we come to Jinja and I'm going to a hotel that has either Nile or source, I know I'm going to get lost. And it still happened today. We came. We first went all the way to Jinja Resort, the opposite side of the city. Only to read it is source of the Nile.
Yeah.
So what role does connectivity play in terms of telling the story of this place?
Airtel has literally also brought new sites around Jinja and the city. The connection is indeed very, very fine. It's 24/7, top notch. Anywhere you can be, you can have that. And then when we come to the business side, people are actually nowadays, you don't need to move with your money from here to go and pay in Kampala, or you just be here, send it from your Airtel to the bank, from Airtel to Airtel. Everything is seamless nowadays.
Let's say it's 10 years later and your daughter has landed on this podcast, she's watching. What message do you want to give her in terms of what are the things she should hold on to and the things she shouldn't hold on to regarding your experience that you've been through Kampala, through Jinja, and now you're here, but she's now seated watching this video? What are you going to tell her?
Doing what she likes is one point. Being resilient, understanding that the road is never flat. The journey can never be flat, man. It's bumpy.
Yeah.
But holding on is also a point in life whereby you hold it on, and at a moment, you are winning. And also understanding that seasons change. Yes, seasons change.
That's a very good one.
Hey.
So as we finish, I want us to play a game. Since we're in Jinja, there's this game, yeah? We're going to mention words that start with J. So the one who hesitates or fails or mentions a word that doesn't exist closes the podcast.
Hey.
You'll do the end credit. I mean, you're on radio, so the good thing is now Bisobola. So do you want to start or I start?
I start. Jerrycan.
Jinja.
Joan.
Jamaica.
Jesus.
Jumbo Jet. Close.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would say that I would like to thank you for being on this podcast. Airtel has literally come in to check and also dig the unplugged somewhere, somehow, to make sure that it gives you the real feel of the people, the internet, the connectivity, and everything. My name is Aron Fiesta, and I should say I hosted him.
Yeah.
He did host me. This is Jinja.
As hosted in Jinja.
And from here, you can catch us anywhere because we're going to party. It's a Tuesday, but I think he will leave in January 2nd.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's the Be-Limitless podcast from Airtel Uganda. See you next time.
All right.